Here you go.
Hey guys, welcome to Just Incredible's Hardcore House Show, Friday edition, and happy you guys tuned in and you know ready to do this. Take your questions. You know how we do it, 100% interactive, and see if we got any questions so far, Dean.
That's a jury thing.
Breaking my jaw.
Yep.
He never broke my jaw. We had a match in Poughkeepsie, New York, for the ECW heavyweight title. And he just really just kicked me hard in the face, and I really took offense to it at the time. I think I overreacted a bit, but he just nailed me, and I got blacked out completely. And when he went for the cover, he actually, I swear to God, dude, maybe it was I felt it was a conspiracy, but I felt like he was like trying to hold me down, like to get a shoot three count. So I got wicked pissed. I went to the back screaming, kicking, and Paulie had to, calm me down. But no, it wasn't a big deal. He just got me good, dude. So
Sting's new Joker gimmick is not well received by the fans.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And the wrestling community. What do you feel about it?
I'm gonna seem so ignorant. I've never seen it, and I know I should be a lot better, schooled and watch it. But I've never ever seen the Joker gimmick that he's done, so I can't even talk about it. Unfortunately, sorry, I didn't mean to. It's very anticlimactic for me, but I've never seen it. I don't watch TNA regularly. I do watch it. I'll breeze through quickly to see if anything catches my eye. But anytime for me, dude, anytime any of the old timers come on, it's so repetitive. It just reminds me so much of the old WCW right before we went out of business. And it just really it turns me off, and I just turn the channel. I mean, I'd rather watch reruns of Criminal Minds.
Nimbo Slice just asked a question about two of the guys that I really enjoyed watching back in the day, other than you and Scott.
Right on.
Danny Doring and Roadkill.
Yeah.
What were they like to work with?
Danny was actually really talented. Danny was so underrated as a performer, and Roadkill was good too, but Danny really could work. Taz trained him at the House of Hardcore. And Danny and I remember Paul putting me. Remember when Hunter had those series of matches? That match with Taka Michinoku that everybody raved about, where he almost beat Taka almost beat Hunter. On TV, it was like one of those things where
almost over.
Yeah, and Paul really thought that was great, and he had me do a series of matches with these guys on TV. One of them was Chris Chetty. And one of them was Danny, and we went and we just tore it up, and we did the same. It was the same kind of thing. All the false finishes. I was world heavyweight champion, same kind of deal, and all to where Danny almost beat me, and he was that talented, and he kind of had that look to where he looked kind of cheesy. He wasn't in the best of shape physically. I mean, he was in good shape, but he, a little fat and baby fat, I should say. But a tremendous worker, dude. I thought he could have gone a lot further than he did. It's a shame he didn't. He signed with WWE in 2006. He just never got to debut.
I thought the same about Roadkill.
Yeah, Roadkill was talented.
He was so over, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. He was good, too.
You were at a show.
Yeah.
You fuck sheep.
Yeah, that was a good deal.
You fuck sheep. And then...
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he was a good dude, man. And he never did anything.
Are either of those guys still in, or
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything from Danny. Danny, it's a damn shame because he had after ECW, he landed a great job at the post office. He was like a mailman or something. But I remember him telling me he had great benefits, making a decent wage. And what happened to him was, Vince then offered him a contract, and he left the post office. And he never even got to debut. So that would be kicking. I mean, I know what you're thinking. The fans are like, don't leave, don't go do WWE over the post office. Well, he would have made more money at the post office. So that's something that he regrets to this day.
You obviously don't have any contact to it anymore.
I don't. Danny, I don't know what he's doing now. I'm assuming he's doing well. He's always had a good head on his shoulders. And Roadkill, I have no idea. He never pursued wrestling. I never really saw him on the indies.
I saw him in a movie at one point.
Roadkill?
Yeah, he was in a flick at one point in time.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it or anything like that. I mean, I can IMDb it or something like that.
That's pretty cool.
And then they were doing that thing with Jasmine St. Clair for a while too. What was the name of that?
XPW?
Yeah, no, the other one. The one down in Philly.
Oh, 3PW.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember seeing him. I was their world heavyweight champion. Beat Terry Funk for the 3PW title in Philly. I actually beat Terry Funk with the super kick.
Yeah.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. It's in my repertoire. Resume, I should say. Yeah.
Can you tell us about the ECW show in Pensacola, Florida, when Sandman got butt naked?
I was there. And I didn't see it, unfortunately. But I did. Yeah, I did see the fight in the back though. Afterwards, there was a lot of kicking and screaming and people mad at Sandman. I think it was Jack Victor. He actually punched him.
Why?
I guess because
What was the heat?
The heat was, it was just, Sandman's Sandman. He's crazy and he was drunk, of course. But when isn't he? And I guess it's just, there were kids there. You're trying to make, you know what I mean? You're trying to do something professionally, draw money, and it just kind of sours people. If I was a parent, and it was a good house and stuff, and something like that happened, you turn off a lot of people. I mean, ECW is ECW, I understand that. But there's a fine line you tread, and you have to kind of still, you can be edgy and be ECW without getting naked and showing your cock. I mean, that's a little too much. Parents can handle a couple F-bombs and some blood, but when that was just a little much, and he got a lot of heat for that. I think he got suspended.
Really?
Yeah. Come on.
Why did Jerry Lawler,
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
and Paul have legit heat? Or did they?
I don't think they did. Jerry Lawler's very, and Paul in a way, very old school. And Lawler always, to this day, if you mentioned ECW, always does the gimmick. And in actuality, he was very, very pro the movement. He thought what we were doing was great for business, it was great for the boys, and we're drawing money. And but Lawler is one of those guys. He saw ECW in the fashion of the old school territories, and I just think he's one of those guys that was gonna stay in character and always. He didn't have any heat with ECW.
What's the thing? I
Really
know a little bit about Jerry, and just from being.
And he's a great guy, Jerry Lawler.
He will stay in character.
Oh yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
You see him on the street corner, he'll still tell you Andy Kaufman's a fucking douchebag.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the same thing I think with the ECW thing.
Him and Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
They actually became friends afterwards.
Oh, they were very tight.
Yeah.
You got to. One thing I got to tell you, to do business with somebody, whether you like them or dislike them, you have to have some kind of a connection, and there's always will be that working relationship and respect, and regardless of what is said, even Brett and Sean, there is always that
heat.
No, not heat. I think that mutual admiration to some sort, whether they admit it or not, and respect. So you just take it at face value, because in this age you're always trying to work everybody. Now with the internet.
Was there anybody that you worked with? This is my question.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys, to bump you out. Is there anybody that you worked with that you had that much respect for when working with them? It's about Sean and Brett.
Yeah.
Obviously they've always had the respect for each other, but maybe a little bit of friction between the two.
Sure.
I mean, have you ever had that much respect for the people you work with?
Oh, absolutely. Sabu is one of them. In my opinion, he's one of the guys who completely changed the business in style, in everything, and he is one of the guys that I feel never got his due, who was still, in my, because I know him, I think still struggling in some ways, and it's not my business to say, but I think he could be doing better financially. He's not a millionaire, put it that way, and I think a guy like Sabu should be a millionaire. I think he deserves to be. What he's put his body through, the contributions he's made to this business. It's not only he paid it in dues, he paid it in blood. His body is a walking scar and train wreck. Well, and he did it for the love of the business.
Not for nothing. Everybody credits the Dudley Boys with breaking tables.
Yeah, Sabu.
That's not the Dudley Boys.
Yeah,
that was Sabu long before.
Oh yeah, that's the power of WWE and the machine.
Don't get me wrong. I have more respect for Bubba and Devon.
Absolutely, and I do too. But now Sabu is one of the guys who I see as a legitimate legend. Gets tossed around a lot. People always say, "Oh, you're a legend," this and that to me on my Twitter or whatever. But I'm like, Sabu is truly a legend. So.
What is he actually and I'm sorry, maybe I'm breaking
Mm.
some bond here.
No.
Is he actually the Sheik's?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's his mother's brother.
That's
Yeah.
That's legend
Yeah.
written all
That's
over it.
legit. Yeah. Yeah.
We got a question here from J James 3223. Have you heard of WWA4 Wrestling School? It's run by Curtis Hughes.
No, I haven't.
And if so, what are your thoughts? But obviously,
No, actually, Curtis just gave me a friend request today. As a matter of fact, it's funny you bring that up. But no, I've not heard of it. If he's legitimately running it, he's a stand-up guy. So, I would check it out. But I haven't heard anything about it. So, how are we doing as far as viewers?
This is 17 right now.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Here's an off question.
Yeah.
Thoughts on your Saints and Packers game last night?
Yeah.
Don't even go there right now. Come on.
I thought the Saints should have been able to pull that off yesterday.
Red zone.
They should have been able to pull that off.
Can't
I would have gone
hang
a little,
in the red zone.
Yeah, I would have gone a little past, man. They got killed right at the line of scrimmage.
My boys, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna call me a mark at this point because I'm freaking cheering on the Packers.
Yeah.
I'll put it out there. I've been a Packers fan since '94.
Yeah.
One of my boys was saying, "Hey, I need the Packers to win over the Cowboys."
Yeah.
To get the Giants in the bowl. And that's when I became a Packers fan because I was cheering for the Packers.
Yeah, that's funny. God.
What do we got here? Cyrus. Is Cyrus Tavares a big douchebag as you seen on TV?
No, man. Well, yeah, but not really. I say yeah because he's just a ball buster in real life. Don Callis, who played the character, is just tremendous guy, funniest guy in the world to be around, especially for a Canadian. And I say that because they have a dry sense of humor. I've been around Canadians, and I have so much love for Canadians because I started in Calgary, and I know, I've dealt with and worked with all of them. He was just, he had this crazy sense of humor, funny guy, so much entertainment value, and he was actually in ring as a performer, as a wrestler. Because he had a long career in Winnipeg and stuff as an actual worker. What a fucking talent this guy was, dude.
As a worker?
He was like, yeah, dude. He was like, he did a Ric Flair sort of style. He did,
really?
Yeah, he did 15, 16 years as a worker before he got the manager gig and the comment, doing that shtick.
Where did he start out back when he came back?
In Winnipeg. When he came back. What do you mean? When
he came back in, did he go to ECW?
I believe he was in WWE. Then he went to ECW. Yeah.
No, that military.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it.
Yeah. If anyone knows the name of
with
that military
Kurgan,
gig,
with Kurgan,
and a couple other dudes. If anyone remembers the name of that, put it through right now. I'll get to it.
But anyways, yeah, he did that first, then he came to Vince. But that's how good he was, is he got picked up from being an indie guy. And he had tryouts for Vince before as a wrestler in ring, in dark matches and stuff. I was there for them. And I think I actually might have worked with him in one of them. I'm not sure. Maybe if somebody could look it up. I think I worked with Don in a tryout match as a wrestler for WWF when I was Aldo. So, he's a tremendous wrestler. I mean, he did the chops and Flair kind of, Ric Flair style, kind of heel. But what a fucking all-around performer. It wasn't just the shtick and the manager stuff. So he was awesome.